Welcome to Karma Yoga Work with Julie Brown. My business is Yogi Jules. You can check it out at yogijules.com. That's YOGIJULZ. Now on to the free yoga. Remember, this is for fitness purposes only. It is not intended to be, nor should it ever be considered a substitute for medical advice. Start your fitness tracker. With that being said, we'll begin an extended child's pose. And I want you to send your hips back and take your forehead right to your mat or your wherever you're using your yoga towel. Maybe you're just practicing on your yoga floor. Or maybe you're outside. Keep your arms really long right here. Pull your belly button in. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Really think about what you want from this practice. And then move into tabletop. Palms under shoulders, knees under hips. Just take your shoulders and draw a circle over your wrists. Let's go the other way. Notice, how do your wrists feel while you're making these circles? Is your belly button in? Yes? Now coming back to stillness, extend only the right leg. Leave it up. Right leg is up. Press your right hip down to the earth. Release. Now extending your left leg. Press through your heel. And with your left leg up, now send your left hip slightly down to the earth, just a tiny bit, so that your pelvis is even more neutral. Release. Now just reach out your arms one at a time. Maybe 3 times on each side, alternate. Reach, and then the other side. Reach, and then the other side. Now, on your next exhale, we're going to press into down facing dog. Exhale, send your hips up. Make yourself into a nice upside down V. Inhale, lift your heels up. Exhale, sink your heels down. I'm just going to be quiet and let you enjoy this beautiful moment with yourself. Relax, drop your knees down to the earth, and then come down to your forearms right here. So I'm on my knees and I'm on my forearms. Thread the needle, reach up and then reach under. Now lengthen this arm in the front. So one palm's up, one palm's down. This should feel great for your shoulder. Let's come back to the forearms. Other side, reach up and under. And then you're going to lengthen this arm. So both arms are straight. Reach under. One palm is up, one palm's down. Come back to the neutral tabletop just a second. Draw circles once again, a few in each direction. Stay there in tabletop, drawing your circles while I get our music going. Press into down dog on your exhale. Just walk your dog. When I say walk your dog, I mean from down facing dog. Bend one knee and then press the opposite heel. So it's really just like a tiny calf stretch. You should also still be pushing your chest towards your thighs, and your arms are straight here. If this is too intense, you can just use a chair, and you can hold onto a chair and still do the same calf stretch. Let's walk up to the front of the mat. Grab each elbow, opposite elbows, okay? Your feet on the ground are about hip width, whatever feels right. Ragdoll, sway, side to side, just sway. Shake your head, yes and no, relax. Come into stillness here. Bring yourself into a nice straight tall spine for Ardha, and then fold down for Uttanasana. Again, Ardha halfway lift, back is flat like a table, and then fold down. Shake your head yes and no. Then shake your head like I don't know. Toe heel your feet together, big toes touching. Inhale for Tadasana. Sweep your arms up, reverse swan dive. Big inhale. Like you're drawing up energy from the earth. Holding a beach ball in your hands here at the top. Put a little back bend on it with a little flavor. And then let's exhale our hands to heart center. Keep your gaze straight ahead as you bring your prayer hands, thumbs to your heart. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward, just reaching for the toes. Hinge from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift into tabletop. Back is flat like a table. Fingertips on the shins for support. Take your hands down, palms under shoulders. Step back into a plank. Now, plank is just the top of a push-up, and this is also okay. So check it out. If this turns into this, like a down dog, just go ahead and bring your plank down to your knees. It's better. Lower down slowly for Chaturanga Dandasana. Don't go too far. You're going to stop about right here. Inhale, upward facing dog. Thighs are off the mat. Exhale, down facing dog. Press your hips up. And stay right here. Come back down to tabletop. Palms are underneath shoulders. Take your shoulders back and forward over your wrists. Now take your shoulders left and right over your wrists, pressing again into down facing dog. Walk your dog. Step, hop, or float to the front. Inhale up. Toes are digging into the mat. Tadasana mountain pose. Exhale to heart center. You've got this. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, tabletop, Ardha. Take your hands down for a plank. Either step or hop back. Lower down for your Chaturanga, low push-up. You can go to the knees. Low push-up, stopping where your arms are parallel to the earth. Upper arms, I mean. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale into your downward facing dog. And make sure you move with your breath, right? Not with just me and the sound of my voice. Move with your inhales and exhales as it feels natural in your body. Step, hop, or float to the front. Tadasana, mountain. Big inhale, reach as high as you can. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, tabletop. Fingertips on the shins. Plant your hands down for a plank. Chaturanga, low push-up. You can go from the knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your right leg up, three-legged dog. Switch, left leg up, three-legged dog. Come down to tabletop. Roll your shoulders back and down. Come into alignment. Down facing dog. Three-legged dog. Switch and switch. Switch and switch. Keep your arms straight and you're still pressing your chest towards the supporting thigh. And then just come into down facing dog. Take your right leg up for three-legged dog. Right foot to right hand, warrior one. Rise up, inhale. So I'm reaching up, spiraling my pinkies in. So there's a little bit of rotational happening in my forearms. Check it out. Your knee is stacked right over your ankle here in the front. Notice it's not trailing in and out. You're keeping that knee directly over your ankle. Take your hands down very slowly. Step back. Chaturanga flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg up, three-legged dog. Left foot, left hand, rise up. Warrior one. Again, spiraling the pinkies in. Knee is lined up. Stack your knee over your ankle. Step to the front, chair. Chair pose. Get where your toes are touching. Sometimes we test our own balance. You've got this. Let's take your arms up and come back up to standing and then sit down in your chair. Come back up. Two more, chair, and then standing up, and then chair. Stay here in your chair. Now, prayer hands twist to your right. So take your left elbow to the outside of your thigh. Open your arms up. So I'm pressing my right shoulder up to the sky. If your neck is feeling tense, you can try looking up and down. If you feel a lot of tension in your neck, do what feels right for you. Back to chair in the neutral. Prayer hands, prayer chair. Twist to your left, so now you're aiming your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Your knees are right where you started. Your thumbs are centered on your heart. Open your arms up, so now my left shoulder is pressing up, opening into possibilities. I'm waving at you. Hello, I see you. You're strong. Back to chair. And come on up out of it. We're moving into tree pose. You are strong, so get grounded into one foot. Grow your tree. Just reach up to the heavens. As you become tired, check in for hip external rotation. You want your knee to be open. And release your tree. Shake it off for happy hips and tree other side. Try to slow down your breathing here. Focus on a spot that's not moving. Checking in for a hip external rotation. Grow your tree. Just reach all the way up. Feel grounded. A tree doesn't worry. You're just a beautiful tree. Shake it off for happy hips. Take your feet out wide. Now your feet can either be straight or slightly turned in. Exhale, fold forward with your chest leading. Make sure that you have your feet in such a way it feels right for your hips. And for some practitioners, this will be the only accessible forward fold. You can grab a chair. For some, maybe tabletop. If you are advanced or if you're flexible, whatever you want to call it, maybe you can take the top of your head to the earth as kind of a goal. Don't worry about it being the goal, because you don't want to judge yourself, right? You don't want to judge your body like, oh, I wish I had my head on the floor. Don't worry about where you're going. Just be where you're at in this moment. We're grounding down through the blade edges outside of our feet, and we're focusing on the fact that we have hinged from the hips. So just let your mind go directly to the back of your legs in this moment, as if you had any choice in the matter. You're doing great. One more deep breath. And we're just going to slowly walk in our feet just a little bit, and we're going to get up. Put your hands on your hips. Don't come out fast. Pull your belly in. Round it up. We're going right into goddess pose. So goddess is basically like a sumo squat. My feet are turned out. My knees are tracking second toe. Back is nice and flat. You can even do this with your back up against the wall. I'm pressing my knees so that they stay directly over my ankles. I want them over my ankles. Back is flat. Stay with it. And release. Walk in your feet, jump it in however you want. Inhale up. Press your arms straight together. You can't see my palms. My palms are straight together. Now I'm going to be laughing at myself because I'm not going to edit that out. So don't worry. We're just going to go with it. Waistline stretch. Like a crescent moon. And then to the other side. Come to where your feet are directly under your hips. We're actually going to throw in a Qigong movement here. It's not yoga. This is called constant bear. So all I'm doing, as you notice, is I'm shifting my weight. So with your feet under your hips, start to rotate your shoulders. Rotating your shoulders at the waist, and let your arms just be completely relaxed. So I'm not trying to move my arms. I'm focused on the shift from one foot to the other. Building up energy. And if you see that you're actually trying to make your arms do this, just start over and don't move your arms. See what happens when you just let them go along for this little relaxation movement. All right, come to the front of your mat. Feet are grounded, directly under hips. Bring your right knee up. So with your right knee up, spread out your toes on your left foot. And stay here. Breathe. Feet are active. Fly back into airplane. So just take your right leg back, sending your chest up, even though you're dropping your chest towards the floor. You're also lifting your heart. And if you really press your shoulder blades together here, that will help you. Keep your pelvis neutral. And coming back, knee up. Take your time. Be patient with your body. And release. Shake it off for happy hips. Bring your left knee up. So spread out the toes on your right foot. Spread out your toes as you bring your left knee up. Keeping your gaze on a spot, not moving. Flying back. Vinyasa. So take your left leg and lift back. Press your shoulder blades together, lifting your heart. You have got this. You are strong. You're a warrior. And your pelvis is neutral. Keep lifting your leg, lifting your chest. Stay in the moment. Bring your knee up slowly. And good job. Good level of focus. We're going to come down to seated. Just come down to seated however you need. You can sit on a pillow if you need, or a block. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Do that again. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Now just begin to rock left and right. You're just rocking on your hips. The purpose is we're going to give your hips a massage using the floor. Now if you're on a pillow, you should still be able to feel this. You probably can't do this part on a block. I don't know. If you have some of these blocks are getting different. If you have a very strange shaped block, maybe it would be beneficial because now they're making them curved. All right, good job. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, twist. Awakening our spine. You've got one hand planted right there behind the hip for a pivot point. Inhale, reach up to the neutral. Exhale, twist. Look over the other shoulder. Actively looking and twisting. One hand should be close to your hip, so you're holding on for a pivot point to press into your twist. Good. Come back to the neutral. We're just going to go ahead and lie down and go into shoulder bridge. Get ready. Press your shoulders into the mat and lift up your hips for shoulder bridge. So in case you missed it, I'm going to set it up again. I scooch my triceps in as close to my body as I can. I press my shoulders down into the mat, so triceps in, shoulders down, hips up. And then maybe if you're flexible in your shoulders, you can clasp your hands together on the floor. If not, that's okay. That's a very advanced version. So you don't have to be flexible enough to clasp your hands together. You're getting a lot of benefit just from being right here, by the way. You're working your core. We're getting hips, legs, back. Keep your neck in a neutral position. So keep your neck neutral while you're in shoulder bridge. Release down, relax, and then shoulder bridge again. Lift up your hips off the floor. Bring your triceps in as close to your body as you can. Keep your neck in line and slow down your breathing. Release. Cross your right leg over. Press your knee away from your face for a second, and then with your right leg crossed over, we're going to grab behind your left hamstring. Keep your head relaxed. If that's not accessible for you, just grab a towel and hold a towel or a strap behind your leg. You should be feeling a stretch in your hip, right here in your right hip. The foot close to your face is flexed. Wiggle those toes if you want. Don't rush. We're staying here, okay? Listen to your breath. Deliver oxygen to your body. Deep breath in. Relax your hip even more. Try to stay with the pose. You're capable of so much more than you know. Release. All right, come back to the neutral. Cross your left leg over. Press your left knee away from your face. Notice your hips are opening. And then grab behind the right leg. Keep your head down. Or you can hold onto a towel or a strap. Also, if you want to make this harder, your right leg will be straight. If you want to make it easier, your right leg's bent. Just breathing, not judging your hip for whatever you're feeling, and not judging your mind for whatever kind of thoughts are coming up. Just be with it. And tell yourself it's not good or bad, it just is. We are in this moment. And release. Come to the neutral, windshield wiper your knees to each side. That means just take your bent knees and fold them over to the right, and then fold them over to the left. Now Supta Baddha Konasana, that means bound angle pose. So put the bottoms of your feet together and just let your knees float out open. You can have your arms straight out or wherever you want them. Tell yourself there's no wrong way to be in this pose. We're just in this shape. Take a nice slow deep breath in. Exhale, press your heels down, away. Take a nice good morning stretch. Reach overhead. Roll over to your side. We're going to work triceps just for a moment. So, I want you to hug in your rib cage with the lower arm. Top arm is going to press the floor, okay? So keep your elbow in instead of flaring out. We're going to press up for 5. Just the upper body. Just like that. 4, elbow in. 3, keep your back straight. 2, and 1. You can roll over or turn around and get the other side. Just a little quick tricep fix. Get ready. Arm is in, close, tighten it to the body. Lower arm wrapped around the rib cage. Press 5. Control it. 4, don't drop it slow. Keep the elbow in. 3, 2, last one. Don't drop it fast. Drop it slow. Coming back down to your back. Reach your arms over your chest. Wrist circles. Take your straight legs, straight arms up. Feet circles. Ankle circles, I should say. Circling your feet. Ankle circles. Change directions with all of this. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Hug your knees in, rock it side to side. Hug in your right knee. Extend your left leg. Hold behind your hamstring. Take your right foot, point and flex. Point and flex. Move your toes. Point, flex. And switch sides. Hug in. First your left knee and right leg is extended. Good. Now hug in your left hamstring, pressing your left heel up. Point and flex, move your toes with it. Point and flex, move your toes with it. Point and flex. Reach over your head, nice good morning stretch. Coming into your Savasana, looking left and then right. Just don't worry about anything. Let all that go. I'm just encouraging you to give yourself permission. Tell yourself it's okay to let things go. Just notice, how do you feel right here in this moment? And then come back to your intention. Your eyes can be open or closed. I just want you to come back to your intention you set at the beginning. And don't come off of your mat yet. I want you to just stay right where you're at. And know that when you hear the sound of the singing bowl, my purpose is I want you to get rid of those old thoughts and make space for brand new thoughts that are much more creative and productive. So basically, the singing bowl is to evict the non-productive thought process. So bring a smile to your face, welcome it in. First, roll over to your side, whichever's your favorite side to roll over to. Eyes can be open or closed using your top arm. Press palm down using both hands. Press yourself up to seated, but very slowly and gently, taking care of yourself. And when you come to seated, hug in one shoulder. Give yourself a little hug with this one shoulder. Hug in, give it love. You're just literally telling your shoulder that you love it. Keep your back tall, switch sides, hug in the other shoulder. Tell the other shoulder, I love you too. Equally. Even though you got the second stretch. Just be with it. Come to the neutral seated. We're going to cat-cow. Push your chest forward, slide back. Push your chest forward, slide back. Ribcage circles each way. Stir it up each way. Change direction again. Come to the neutral, find stillness. Notice your breath right here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Once again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your prayer hands to your heart, your beautiful heart. Press your collarbones out wide. And see if you can sit up a little straighter, a little taller. Notice what comes up when you listen to your heartbeat just for this moment. Thank you so much. I invite you to practice every day and honor the teacher within you. Namaste. The teacher inside of me recognizes the teacher and the student inside of you, the teacher and the student inside of me. recognizes, honors, and respects the teacher and the student inside each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And let me know any questions you have. My website, once again, is yogijules.com. YOGIJULZ.